NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got Devontae Smith. He was a game breaker last week, over 200 yards receiving. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles
and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season. In a game, they probably... It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz. Wentz first play going right to the air. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders down to about the 45. The numbers for Sanders last week, he hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jaunts as well.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for... Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago.
15 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Wentz now to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Gets around him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. On first down, Wentz. His throw incomplete.
A big game here for Carson Wentz. He mostly got cheers. Some boos smattered him when he was announced before the game, but 35-32-1 was Wentz in his 5 years as the Phillies starter. His best year, you remember that one, 2017, finished third at MVP.
Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense returns to the field. And former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, Charles, will look now at their class from this past draft, and certainly for them it began in the trenches. They brought in a guy who was a favorite prospect of many teams, and certainly they're hoping that he's going to have a big impact right away.
And going with a lineman isn't always the most exciting pick for a fan base, but we also know that this is the type of pick that solidifies that position and makes the team worry about catching holes in other areas and getting excited with other players.
Now they're staring at 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Good job there on the outside. Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
First connection there up. It's 2, and it's good for a first down.
Seriously? Is that even a play?
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing is Hurts.
Rolling to his left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know. Back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down, too. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On first down, Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. On second down, here's Gibson again.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Up the middle they go.
And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them all. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting them. Been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And you've thrown as many interceptions as he's missed in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he'll be out of bounds. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this a very short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Steps away to his left.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Elliott on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a...
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. To make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second.
They should not stop him at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of the pass, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. When you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Again, that's Watkins.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And some room to work. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 16. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, back to Sanders. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up on 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in the cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, check that.
They'll run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Once again with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles... get in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Wentz now on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Wentz, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Let's go, baby. Turn it.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth.
And Washington will have another turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Another run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. Got his target, Samuel.
And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. From the corner, Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Buying time to his left.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Check pass.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
One final try now for Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Washington, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.